Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about Shivambu. In today's session we are going to talk about general practice and guidelines about Shivambu. Here with me Mr. Anand Bapat and traditional acupuncturist, occupational therapist, Shivambu expert and naturopath and much more things. Today he is guiding us about the guidelines of Shivambu. I would like to ask, does there any qualities of Shivambu?
Okay. I'll just round off what we started and then come to qualities.
Yes.
Now, when we talk about Shivambu practice and guidelines, for those of you who don't know, Shivambu is urine therapy, also referred to as auto urine therapy.
Right.
Today we are going to talk about the various different ways Shivambu can be used for the benefit of one's health. And the major areas are internal ingestion, which means drinking it,
Right.
or external application, which means applying it.
Applying.
Coming to your question about qualities. Now, when we look at Shivambu, or when we look at any item, we generally look at taste, color, temperature, smell,
Right.
etc. I have focused here more on the taste and the color
Yes.
because the temperature generally is warm, although there have been occasions where some people have passed cold urine.
Okay.
Not cold freezing, but
Mhm.
cold, it's not warm.
Okay.
And smell, I haven't done a lot of work on that, although your pathology can dictate the smells.
Mhm.
So if somebody is diabetic, you may have a sweetish smelling.
Mhm.
If somebody has got some liver problems, it might be strong smelling.
Mhm.
But I haven't gone into that. I'll
Okay.
focus more on taste and color.
Right.
So when we talk about taste, we find that the taste can range from sweet, sour, watery, tasteless, means bland, bitter, spicy, pungent, etc. Now these tastes, as you can see, are related to types of food we might have eaten.
Right.
So when I say etc., it could be pungent and sour or pungent and bitter, depending on what you have eaten.
Mhm.
The last 24 hours, whatever you have eaten, generally decides the taste
Right.
or the whole urine components.
Mhm.
Besides food that you eat, we have observed that urine is a reflection of your lifestyle as well.
Mhm.
So if you haven't had a good night's sleep, you may tend to have a bit more of a bitter
Test.
urine, bitter taste.
Okay.
Okay? If you are exhausted, over-exercised, tiredness may have a bitter taste.
Mhm.
If you are doing meditation, it might be a more sweetish taste.
Okay.
So we have noticed those things as well. And unfortunately, in today's lifestyle, most of us have poor sleep, over-exercise, tiredness, exhaustion. So it influences our taste, unfortunately, negatively.
Right.
Okay. The other important thing that I have noticed is, since I'm a practitioner for the last 30 years, a lot of times I will lead my life in my own happy, fun way.
Right.
And I may not bother to worry about what I'm eating, what I'm not eating.
Mhm.
But in the morning when I get up and take Shivambu, sometimes it definitely reminds me, oh, I think I did something wrong yesterday. I ate something I shouldn't have eaten. Because it reminds me as what I call a report in the morning to tell me that this is what you ate yesterday.
Right.
Okay? So that is the noticeable things that we have picked up about taste. Regarding color, this can range from clear, light yellow, dark, reddish to extreme colors in specific illnesses.
Right.
Now, of course, we are talking about pathology, but we also need to know what a normal person's urine should be like. Now, unfortunately, not many of us are very healthy and normal, so it's hard to define it and person to experience it. But a normal, healthy person's urine should be clear and taste like coconut water.
Right.
Now, one of the ways we find that each one of us can generate, even though I live a lousy lifestyle, if I wish to generate good, clean, clear, coconut waterish taste or sweetish taste urine the next day, if I go on a diet for 24 hours on only fruits and vegetables, we have found that that helps. This is the observation we have made about the qualities of Shivambu.
Right. So you talk about the internal and external ingestion of Shivambu.
Correct.
So please focus on the internal ingestion of Shivambu.
Okay. So when we talk about internal ingestion, now I know ingestion is a very fancy term, physiological term. Basically it means drinking.
Right.
So drinking Shivambu is equated to drinking urine. Now for most common man, drinking urine is acceptable. Because they don't know the difference between urine and Shivambu, and that is more a technical difference.
Okay.
But when you drink, collect urine and drink it, it becomes Shivambu. So, what we have definitely found, without any hesitation I can say so, is the fact that the dosage that you take of Shivambu is very critical to the therapeutic benefit.
Right.
Okay. Now some may require only small amounts and they get very good results, while others may require more drastic measures. Okay. Dosages practiced or observed by me are, and this is what I have found people when they come to me or when I talk to friends who are practitioners, who have received people. Some people are just having a few drops of urine in the mouth.
Okay.
Some people or some books advise you should have it under the tongue, so they take a few drops under the tongue. Some people are drinking only the middle 1/3. They let go of the first 1/3 and collect the middle and let go of the last one. Some people only drink small amounts, only half a glass, and leave it there. But the correct prescription, one must drink as per your age.
Okay.
And the formula is 10 ml for every year of your life.
Okay.
So per day, if I am a 60-year-old person, you should be drinking around 600 ml. Now it doesn't have to be 600 exact that you measure out. But no point drinking 100 ml and expecting results. Because your body requires that much. So if you are drinking about 500, 550, 650, it's good enough. The other thing that we have noticed is, it's not really the best prescription to drink the 600 ml first thing in the morning. If you have a choice, it is better to spread that 600 ml over 3 or 4 times during the day, so that you get optimum benefit. Okay. That is about the way you drink. Now when we talk about drinking, the first issue that people come up with is, oh, I hate the thought of drinking urine. And I can understand that because we have been brought up for the last 100 years in a culture where urine is supposed to be a waste product and it is a terrible product and we should not even think about drinking it. There are some simple techniques you can follow to make it pleasant and acceptable for you to be able to drink it easily. One of the simple techniques is you take a few drops of urine and fill it up with water in the whole glass.
Right.
And then you rinse your mouth with it and spit it out. Now when you do that, you realize it is as good as water only. It doesn't seem to taste any different. Then whatever is left in the glass, you drink the whole glass because you have now in your mind accepted that it's only water.
Right.
Now slowly every day you add more drops and less water till you come to a point where you can drink 50-50. Once you are able to drink 50-50, then you can go to full Shivambu and you should be able to manage. One of my friends, Mr. Arvind Joshi, gives a wonderful example and an analogy. He says when people first start drinking alcohol, they have a little bit of alcohol, they have lots of ice, lots of soda, lots of water, and then they say it's okay. But the veteran drinker, he can have it straight with just a bit of ice and drink it, and it doesn't affect him. Maybe Shivambu practice also needs a little bit of introduction using that analogy. Now, some can drink Shivambu. You have the Shivambu and you add you add a spoonful of honey to make it sweet.
Okay.
And then you can drink it. After a while, you don't need it. Some people mentally they decide, no problems, I'm going to drink it. So they just go drink it all, there's no problems.
Right.
For some people, depending on their own health, the urine may actually be more smelly than expected. And that might be difficult. So some of them, they will take the glass, they close their nose and then drink it off because the smell is worse than the taste.
Taste.
Generally, after you have drunk your Shivambu, if you have a mouthful of water, it is interesting to note that the taste in the mouth becomes sweeter. So that is something people can try. Others drink Shivambu and then drink a glass of water. This we have found accentuates the laxative effect of opening of the bowels.
Right. Okay. So, what are the effect of Shivambu?
Yes, I'm sure everyone would like to know. We are drinking it, but what is it going to do? It does a lot of very basic things to the body. The first thing for those who have got nausea or acidity in the stomach, when you drink the Shivambu, you may vomit. We believe generally those who have nausea may vomit because of the thought. But for people who have acidity, they may actually vomit because they are getting rid of the acidity in the stomach. And one of the things that we have noticed is Shivambu seems to work in terms of getting rid of whatever is negative in the body from what we refer to as the closest exit.
Okay.
So if it is somewhere in the upper part of the stomach, vomiting may be an excess.
Okay.
If it is in the lower part of the gut, then a laxative effect. So I'm coming to the laxative effect. One of the things that we have noticed when people start taking the full dose of Shivambu every day, after about 3 to 5 days or within the week, they find that they take the Shivambu and they need to go to the toilet with a, I won't say rush, but definitely they need to go. When they go and sit for the toileting act, they find that as if a diarrhea or dysentery, or if you have turned a tap on, the bowels just empty fully with full force. If there is gas, then gas is also extruded out, excreted, but it's generally a watery motion. The important thing to note with the laxative effect is essentially you feel better for opening the bowels. You don't feel, when you have dysentery or diarrhea, when you have loose motions, your legs feel weak, you feel tired, your body is sweating, you feel lethargic, your tummy rumbling may be there, you might feel sickly in the stomach as well, you may feel like vomiting as well. None of those things happen. Rather, you feel better once that gunk has gone out of the body.
Right.
Okay. A lot of times people actually comment, they say they feel more energetic. And some people have said, after those bowels move nicely, I feel very hungry. We generally advise them, don't eat more, eat your normal meals. Because the gut that has been blocked up is because you have been eating too much and keeping all the waste. Now if Shivambu is helping clean it up, you topping up with extra food is not going to help the cause.
Right.
So we suggest you eat your normal meal, don't eat extra. Now, over time, the bowels get well regulated and all the toxins of the body are slowly and steadily excreted through the bowels, and the cleansing of the gut is maintained very well.
Right.
That is one aspect of the effect of Shivambu. Some of the other aspects are, as it cleanses the body, do not be surprised if you start to throw things out. Your body will start doing that. What do I mean by that? Just as you might vomit or you might get laxative effect, you may find that your eyes are getting rid of more waste. You are getting more waste coming out of your eyes. You may find your nose is throwing out more gunk. Your throat is getting out more cough. Your skin may sweat differently. Okay? These are all parts of the cleansing process depending on where the toxic storage is maximum. If the toxic storage is more in the skin, then it will start doing that. As it cleanses the skin, you will also find the skin quality will improve.
Right.
You'll generally find your energy levels are up.
Hmm.
Your performance during the day improves. As I said, your skin looks better. Your face may be full of energy and liveliness.
Right.
Some of your conditions, if you have some pathology, body ache, pain, arthritis, period problems, headaches, blood pressure, sugar, any of the health problems that you might have, you may notice that those health problems are slowly getting better.
Hmm.
Okay? They are not going to change overnight, so don't expect a miraculous cure. It takes time to change. But they may start showing slow and steady change. And once you get used to this, you generally do not want to miss out on the benefits that you have noted and you keep continuing taking Shivambu.